Alright everybody, welcome to the first episode of Swan Dojo. We're going to get into some basics about jumping. Right off the bat, first thing we want to talk about is sensitivity. So the lowest sensitivity is going to look about like this, and the higher sensitivity is going to make you spin around in crazy circles like this. It doesn't look like there's much of a difference there, but when it's on your screen it makes a huge difference, and you really just kind of want to go with whatever you're comfortable with. Higher sensitivity, you can obviously turn faster, which helps, and lower sensitivity, you have more control, I suppose. But we're going to start off with some basic jumps. This here is just a normal jump. We're going to do it in a direction up onto this. These are, I believe these are measured in feet, these units. So this is an 8-foot jump. You are a crazy super soldier. You can jump 8 feet in the air with no issues at all. Now this here is a little bit higher up. This is 10 feet. This is going to be a crouch jump. This has been around since about the beginning of Halo ever. So if you just hold that crouch button when you get to the top of your arc, you'll bring your legs up and it'll allow you to get a little bit higher of a jump. Now here we have a perfect crouch jump, which is 12 feet high, and you need to get a moving start to get it. So you have to be, you have to take at least one step. You have to have the momentum, and then it'll kind of bump you up over the edge of it. And a lot of times you'll have to do these on very tiny areas depending on the level of difficulty of whatever you're trying to do. So once you just practice those, you'll get them down. They're really not that hard. So obviously people know how to sprint. I don't know why I decided to demonstrate that, but here I am demonstrating sprinting. Uh, yeah, that's what sprinting looks like, kids. Alright, so this is just a normal moving jump with no late jumping, no crouch or anything. I failed that first one. We won't talk about it. So this here is a, you see there I made that without any late jump, without any crouch jump. So that there is a 35-foot gap that you can just jump. You don't need to know anything about that. It's very simple. Just run and jump and you'll make it. But there are much better ways to make sure that you get it. Such as, first of all, we're going to talk about the late jump, which is I originally knew it as the lip jump. Basically, you can jump 37 feet with this without crouching, and it's like this. You go off late and you jump kind of off of the air, and it gives you a much longer distance. It's much better for anything to do. I failed that first jump, of course, because I'm mentally retarded. But yeah, I'm doing this without crouching, which is a little bit weird for me. And so then here, when we add in a crouch jump, it goes from 37 to 39. So if you, so I believe that each thing you do adds on 2 feet. So if you do a late jump, it'll add on 2 feet, and then if you do a crouch, it'll add on about 2 feet of distance. So you can get a total of +4 distance just by doing those techniques. Now this is a sprint. It kind of got fucked up, but that's what it looks like when you do a sprint. You can go 41 feet, and that's without late jumping, and that's without crouching. You are a freak of nature, yes. And so this, I believe, is going to be a late jump. Yep, that's a late jump with no crouch. That's 44 feet there, which of course adds about two or three, I suppose, somewhere around there. These are all approximate measurements. We won't talk about how I feel this. And so I believe this is going to be a sprint jump without a crouch, or with a crouch. Yeah, so that of course puts it up to about 46, and then this is all of it together, 46. Now there's one more thing that we can do. It's when you sprint for a certain length, you get a momentum boost. It's 24 feet there. If you sprint for 24 feet, you get a momentum boost, and then you get a really big late jump, and then you can go a total of 50 feet. I forgot to put the graphic in there, but yeah. So that makes it so that the longest distance you can jump in Halo 5 is 50 feet. So I'll probably do another one of these eventually, where I will kind of go more into maybe some of these individual jumps. Eventually, I'd like to talk about the concept of save jumping, maybe even do a video on spring jumping, just all kinds of different things, just kind of trying to give people a little bit of a helping hand when they're fresh out of Roblox coming into the Halo community. I know that when I came around, I always wanted something like this, and I would have loved to have it because I had to figure all this shit out myself. But yeah, so these things are things you're going to see on any jump map, any jump course. So this year is like the basic, like everything you need to know, except maybe save jumping. But maybe we'll cover that in Swan Dojo episode 2. But yeah, that's it for now. Cool.